So let's now see how we can create many-to-many relationship. So here, guys, we have the project, and this project, as usual, we have the entities and the main applications or main project. So, or we can call it the controller. So here we have two entities, employee and project. So let me show you first the relation, or how it's look like the relation between these. So I already create here the entity diagrams. We have here the project, which is information about the project ID, project name, and we just take the first two. And here also the same, the employee ID, the employee, and the other informations. And each employee actually associated with many projects, and each project can be linked with many employee. So the employee can work on many projects. Also, the project also can be involve many employees. So such a relationship is many to many. So in this way, or in this case, we have to create a project, or we have to create third tables, and this table, it's include the main the first, or the primary key, at least the primary key of the first table and the primary key of the second table. So here we create this third one, which is project employee, which is include the primary key of both table plus another informations. So let's see now how we can add information to these three tables, means how we can represent many-to-many relationship between in JPA. So let's see how to represent the many-to-many relationship between this table in JPA. So here we have actually the two entities is already created. So we have the employee, we have the project. So let's see the first, for example. Okay, let's see the employee first. The employee, we have this information of the employee, right? Also, we have now we exchange annotations to many, and that one is mapped by employee. Later I will show you. This is employee, it's not the entity. Just in this just now, just keep in your mind, this is not any entities. So here the second one, we have list of projects. So one employee can be involved in many projects. So this is how why we put here as set or list. It's up to you. You can see which thing you want to use. So this is the first entity, and the other things actually is the normal, which is set and get. So if we go to the next project, or to the next entities, which is project, so here we have the same information of the project, and we have the another what we can say is elements. So these elements actually starting with many-to-many, and also is set of employee, So he's the same meaning, means that each project can involve many employees. So what is this? So this is actually the third table. This is the third table, which is project employee. So we call it this join table, and the name of the join tables. And then we have also, for join table, we have the join columns, So here you have to list the joins columns. Here I list only the project ID and project and employee ID. So this is the name of join ID, and then here we have only one join ID and one join column, so you can list the other join columns here. But here project ID, which is because project ID, as we can say, is the join column, and the reference or inverse join column, which is from the other column, which is the employee ID. So here we have the other columns, or the third table columns, we have to list it here. Okay, so we have, so here what's this? This is the third table. So okay, so now when we want to add any table, we have to add, for example, the project, and then we add list of employee inside this project. And the same thing is goes to employee. We have the employee, and we want to add this, for example, employee to another project, so we can add, or we have list of employee, and we want to, or we have one employee and we want to add this employee to 2 or 3 project, so we can also add this employee to different, we can create list of employee, list of project, and then we add it to this employee. So you select the good way for you. Either you create the tables, and here either you create first the project or you create first the employee. And here, guys, we have something you create. Who is the owner? For example, in this, who is the owner of this? So in this here, we consider the project as the owner of this table. What the next? Okay, let's see now how we can use these add a table, or add a data to this table. So first we create, or we start the transactions, and then we have one project, and this project, let's say now let me call it 3 because it's already a lot of, and another project which is 4. So now we have 3 and 4 project, and we have here, now we add this to the list of project, and then we want, for example, let's say now we want to add okay, we have this employee number 1, employee number 2. Okay, now we add this employee to this list. So now we have list of project and list of employees. So let's put, for example, we want to add the employees, 2 employees to this project. So now these 2 employees will work in this project, and the reverse also, these 2 employees also will work in this project. So this is how it's work, and then we can just process this information. So let's say here 3, no, this just to indicate what's data that we are. Okay, so let's run this, and then finally, guys, we have to commit this transaction. Run. Okay, done. There is no errors. So now it's supposed to create these 2 projects and these 2 employees. After that, we add these tables. So here we don't adding to the same table, but we have the third table. We add the information on that table. So let's see the database. We have the first, the employee, a lot of employee already added. So this is the 2 employees, which is a add 3 to these 2 employees. Also, if we go to the project, we have now, we starting project number 3 and project number 4, which is 35 and 34. So now if we go to the project employee, it's supposed to add now for project number 35, for example, project number 35, it's adding 83 and 84. Also the same thing, project number 34, adding employee number 83 and 84. You can add only employee, but here I show you how to add the list of. You can even, sometimes you don't have to create the employees. You can just find the employee and then add it. Find an employee and then add it. Okay guys, that's all for this video.